If you're a guy, then I know this video is going to improve your singing voice. Stick around, I've got two super practical singing exercises designed especially for the male voice coming right up.
Sound check. Check one, check two.
G'day, my name is Dr. Dan. Welcome back to Voice Essentials, the channel where everybody sings. Now today we're specifically looking at the male voice, but ladies, I invite you to watch and sing along with the exercises also, because while the exercises we will cover together are targeted at the male voice, I think women will gain some benefits from the vocal activity as well. Now, you could be forgiven for thinking that when it comes to exercising the male voice, that we'd be focusing in on developing big, full, meaty notes that provide the male singer with a gutsy rock tone. And it is true that many men want to build that aspect of their voice, but that's not what we'll be focusing on in this video. If you're looking for instruction for singing higher and stronger, then click on this link for the video with exercises designed for such. In this video, however, I want to target what I think is the weakest part of most male voices, the upper register. I've talked about the upper register in previous videos, but today I've got some new singing exercises designed primarily for the male voice. You see, when it comes to singing through the four registers, pulse, lower, upper and falsetto, many men simply push their lower register through to the point at which the voice flips into falsetto. This is a bit like having a 4-speed gearbox and never using third gear. It can be done, but the benefits of that third gear are lost, possibly costing the engine, in this case the larynx, more than necessary. Not to mention reduced access to specific tones and timbres that only the upper register can provide.
Sound check.
So guys, it's time to access and exercise the upper register so that we can reap all the benefits that what some people call the head voice has to offer. More often than not, when developing the contemporary voice for genres like rock, we workshop the voice starting in the lower register and slowly move up the scale. Our first exercise today is different in so much as it starts the voice high in the upper register and runs downwards. Have a listen and then we'll talk it through. Again, you'll notice I started at the top of my upper register. Now, I started on G4, but you might like to commence a little lower, perhaps around D4. It's important to not start in falsetto because we do want some TA, some thyroarytenoid engagement. If you start in falsetto, the TA muscle will become passive, which is not helpful in this exercise. As you descend, only work the voice down to the point at which the lighter timbre of the upper register starts to shift into the heavier voicing of the lower register. I'm going to do it again with you now, but this time I'm going to sing down the scale, and then when I hit that resonance transition where upper starts to change to lower, I'll then move back up, being sure to maintain the upper registration sound, and well, let's see how we go. Starting on G4 again. Hear my lower register sound, that thyroarytenoid dominance coming in there. One more. And back up. Arriving back at the G4 where we started. Now notice also that I'm using an E vowel. The E vowel narrows the vocal tract and forms a vocal tract shape that enables easier access to the upper register. I won't do it now, but feel free to play around with other vowels also. Vowels like ah and oo can all be sung in the upper register, but they just become a little harder to access. Hey, I've got another great exercise to teach you for the development of the male upper register, but before we go through it, I'd appreciate a thumbs up if you're learning something from today's video. Hopefully the first exercise has helped you experience your upper register, giving you access to new sounds and tones. The next activity is a siren that starts in the shortened dominant, that is the TA dominant lower register, and moves into the lengthened dominant, the cricothyroid or CT dominant upper register. We've done sirens on the channel before, but this time we'll be using two vowels. Have a listen. Now, in this instance, we're using the R vowel to start with, which in turn is more likely to activate the lower register, the chest type sound, and then as we siren upwards, we morph the vowel into the narrower shape of an E vowel. Let's do it together a few times. Once more. It's important that as you approach the changing of the vowel shape, R to E, that you alter your breath pressure, ensuring that you lessen your sense of push on the E vowel. This in turn will help the voice to mechanically and acoustically transition into the upper register. I hope you find the two exercises that we've covered today helpful. Leave your comments below with any questions as well as feedback outlining your experiences. I hope to see you again soon. I'm Dr. Dan. Sing well.